Hi, good afternoon. My name is Carolina, and I am going to talk to you about free trade agreements, specifically the Mexico-Israel free trade agreement. To start, let me tell you first what is a free trade agreement. A free trade agreement is a pact or an agreement, between two or more countries, and this helps us to exchange goods and services, and to help us eliminate and reduce tariff barriers. Also, it helps us to the commerce, the investments, and collaboration between countries, so that we as consumers can have better products. And it's important to note that the free trade agreements also help us with the globalization between the exchanging of goods, services. It has helped us to know more cultures, technology, and have more innovation in our countries. Free trade agreements also help us to invest in different countries, and this can be a benefit for us. So once said this, I am going to focus in Mexico-Israel free trade agreement because I believe it is an important agreement that Mexico has, and also because I used this agreement to implement it as my project when I made my internship. So Mexico-Israel free trade agreement help us with the prosperity and innovation and growth for both countries. And it is important to know that for my project, this helped me because I needed to create a certificate of origin for the cars in order to eliminate the import duties and to help the company to have more savings. So in order to create this certificate of origin, I needed to make sure that the cars achieved a local content rule. So let me tell you about these two different things: the local content rule and the certificate of origin, that are different things. So to achieve the local content rule, first it is important for you to know that we have goods and services, and these goods and services have a specific code or tariff code that is in the harmonized system. This means that we can have two different goods or services, and each good or service has a different code, and they can't have the same code. Why? Because it wouldn't be helpful, and we could be having some troubles. So once we know the code of the good or services that we have to look in the free trade agreement the local content rule that this free trade agreement specifies for that specific tariff code. This means, for example, one vehicle, it is just an example, it has the code 8727. What does this mean? That this code in the free trade agreement 8727 point I don't know, more numbers, asks us for a rule of 30% of originating materials. What does this mean? That the car that we are going to produce has to have, for example, the car has 5,000 number parts, and from that 5,000 number parts, 30% of those parts have to come from Mexico or Israel in this case. But if those parts are not from Mexico or Israel, we can count those parts as originating from one of the both countries. So we have to create a calculation, and so that the suppliers tell us which of those parts are really from Mexico, because they can come maybe from China and they can change those parts here, but those parts are in Mexican, are from China. So once that we know that we achieve that local content rule and that we have the 30% of our car Mexican, we can create a certificate of origin, which is our document that tells the importer that the car comes from Mexico and is originating, and we don't have to pay the import duties. This is why it is important to know more about the local content rules, and to know that if we don't achieve that specific local content rule, we cannot make the car from Mexico or for Israel. The car is not originating, and we have to pay those import duties. So furthermore, this is what I made. This agreement has bring us so much collaboration and innovation for Mexico. And this free trade agreement has helped us a lot to have much more savings in the companies. And that will be it. Thank you.